Hi guys, welcome back to the FTR podcast. Another episode, another day, another dollar, another dime. So, obviously myself and Giorgio here. A lot of interesting things this football week, but before we get into it, we have to say, please like, subscribe, follow the channel on Instagram, link in the description, put those notifications on, comment anything you want on here, anything appropriate, of course. And basically just let us know if you like it, any improvements which you want to be made, anything you want us to cover, international break. So
probably not going to cover any international break.
We're not covering anything like that, but we're saying what do you want us to do for it. Obviously, at the moment, we're going to just do our not pre-season predictions, but our predictions for the next game week, just going through what we think might happen, stuff like that. So probably next episode be a tinge shorter, but let us know what you like, what you dislike, all that sort of jazz.
Yes.
But let's get right into it.
Alright, so again, this week has been interesting. Let's start with the first one, Brentford-Bournemouth. What did we think about it?
I think it was a great match.
I haven't watched it. I only watched the highlights, but what I was telling Daniel, it would have been such a fun match to watch. It would have been great.
Match. It was annoying that it was a 3 o'clock kickoff because a match like that, which is proper back and forth, it's like it was just really good because Bournemouth, they've been on a really good run and Brentford have been doing okay at the moment, but both teams have that capability to do those things, so I'm really happy that both of them are doing well. They're right next to each other.
Exactly that. Brentford has only got one more point than Bournemouth, and they're literally
they're literally right next to each other in the league. It's all to play for between those two, so it's really good, really interesting, and
great mid-table challenge. Yeah, because I like that.
Often when you see mid-table teams go up against each other, it's just like a wet lettuce. You know what I mean? All floppy, stale. It's boring. It's true though, because what do they have to fight for? So it's like in this circumstance, I really do like it because it's like, you know what? F it. Let's throw the gloves off.
I think that both teams have got their ambition right because they want to be kind of like Conference League. It's not like, oh, we'll settle for mid-table. They just want to go more and more and more.
Yeah, they just want to be as good as they can be, and that's huge, especially for teams of their stature. No disrespect to them.
That's true. Yeah, no, I'm not saying anything. I'm just looking.
It's just the immediate turn around, like, whoa, I didn't know I said anything controversial.
No, but yeah, again, there's nothing much to say about this match other than beautiful goals. Like all of them have been really good. I think who are we giving?
I know who I'd give it to.
Who would you give it to? I'm gonna give it to. Well, how do I say it? Wissa.
I disagree. I'd give it to Damsgaard. Allow me to explain. Because
explain
if you think about it, they were 2-1 down, and Damsgaard, the one who got the immediate reaction to the Kluivert goal, 49th minute, then went 50th. Without him scoring that next goal, I don't think Wissa goes on to score. He changed the match with that goal. I think he was the difference maker.
Yeah, but Wissa scored 2 goals.
I know. I don't mind which one. I just want to give my opinion.
Okay, let's. I'll give a round of applause to Wissa, and you'll give a round of applause to.
Yeah. Next match,
Crystal Palace Fulham.
Just quickly, let's be real.
Crystal Palace is going down.
No. Whoa. This guy's going on smoke. No, I just think when you look at their team, right, their midfield, they have Gahey playing in midfield. He's a centre back. I understand they've got loads of injuries and they're having to play these players out of position, but it's having its toll on the team. It's one of those, it has to click, and it has to click at some point soon, because a lot of the matches we've seen them in so far, it's been close. With this one, Fulham are a very good and well-organised team, so it was just domination. You got Smith Rowe, you got Iwobi, you got Reece Nelson, I can forget the rest. No, I'm joking.
Have you showed everybody your new watch? I can't do any product placement.
I can't show it properly, but on the watch, it's just filled with some of my favourite Arsenal players.
And it's red.
Oh, of course.
I don't know. I would never wear a red watch, but that's just me.
Yeah, maybe because you're not cool like me.
No, I'm just stylish, but that's all right. What were you saying about Arsenal players, and then you forget the rest?
2024. Yeah, I was just saying that the team's really good when you look at how they play, their link-up play, how they're ready to push forward. I really like how Reece Nelson started this match and played most of it, because he's been showing that he's worth it. Like, when he's been coming on, he's been making a difference. Even if he hasn't been scoring or getting an assist, he's dribbling past people, making the moves, making the pressure, pushing on people. So I'm really, really happy that he's been there and he's been able to keep up some sort of sustained like game time, because he deserves it, really. I mean, in this Arsenal team, I would see him starting on the left wing. I'm going to be honest. I know it might be a bit controversial, but I would see him being a player who's rapid, in behind, he's dribbling past players, he's brave, he's whipping balls in, he's doing everything.
Instead of...
Which I would want Martinelli to
Martinelli, yeah. I was going to say... I mean, Martinelli, we'll talk about it in a second, but...
We'll talk about him later on, but I think he's really good.
And Smith Rowe got player of the match.
Let's give him a round of applause. I love the boy.
Okay, let's do it.
Well done, Emile.
Next one, Wolves Southampton. Well done, Wolverhampton. Finally getting a win. I know
that was so formal. Wolverhampton, well done. But
I don't want to say Wolves all the time.
Yeah,
Wolverhampton Wanderers.
They did really well, and I mean Southampton. I'm sorry, mate. You are going down.
When you say it, that's fine. When I say it...
No, because there's different teams that we're talking about here. One is a team which has been consistently in the Prem and has that quality of players, but just has injuries. The other one got up through the playoffs by the skin of their teeth and has been crap all season. Like, they're bottom of the league for a reason. This was the bottom of the table scrap. Yeah. And Wolves won convincingly. And that's the issue. If you're at the bottom of the table...
Amazing goals. The second one was
for
great.
your life out there. And Southampton turned up like a wet lettuce, as if they were like mid-table, or if they were guaranteed relegation, and they're like, we'll do our best. And Wolves were there like, nah. Literally, just like their namesake, they were hungry. They were dogs out there. They were like, woof, woof. You know what I mean? Like, they were ready to go.
But they were Wolves, they're not.
You saw that,
Wait. They're wolves, they're not dogs.
I know, but it sounds better.
You do it now.
I'm not doing that. But I just loved it. I mean, we both saw the Cunha goal. If you haven't, please watch the highlights.
Watch it.
You need to see that goal. It's like they just had their backs up and they were like, you know what? F it, mate. We are Wolves. You guys were in Championship. You don't deserve to be on the same pitch as us. Get back down there, mate. Bang! You know what I mean? Phenomenal. And I mean, yet again, you've got to look at the players. You've got to look at Gary O'Neill. They're all doing a fantastic job.
If you don't figure out, Daniel loves Gary O'Neill. Just so you know. It's for the new viewers.
For the new viewers, I love this man.
There is his name. His name is brought up every single episode that we record.
Yeah.
That we post,
I think he's a really good English manager, so of course I want him to thrive. But I think because they do a lot of documentaries around football and that, it would have been very interesting to see a Wolves documentary this season. No transfer. Is there not
one on Amazon Prime? I know that there's all these documentaries about like Arsenal, Tottenham. Am I tripping then? Because I remember seeing something about Wolverhampton.
But it'd be good if there was one for this season, is what I mean.
If they stay up, it would be good.
Oh, it'd be phenomenal if they stay up. You know what I mean?
If they don't, then a bit pointless.
Oh, I disagree, but I think it'd be really good insight to see what happens at a club which is struggling so much. You know what I mean? Like, it's not easy. They're working hard. They're getting there. Well done, Wolves. Well done.
Should we just give all of them a round of applause, like the whole team?
Yeah, and no. We have to give Cunha the round of applause.
True. Sorry, forgot about that. Let's do it.
Go. Let's be real.
Let's do it.
He deserves it massively, massively. Phenomenal player, phenomenal match.
Okay, next one is an interesting one.
Oh,
Man City.
This one felt good. Felt very good. Oh.
Brighton has been playing very well. They've been stop it. They've been quite consistent. They're sixth, but
obviously,
still
they did lose to Liverpool. Sorry, but they were 1-0 up. They showed that they can have a good fight, and it was at Anfield. So I think City, they came here, they scored the first goal, and yet again, I was saying to Giorgio, it's boring Haaland again. That goal, I'm sorry, I never see a goal from Haaland which captures excitement, which is there like, wow.
Just tap it in, that's fine. Scored a goal.
And don't get me wrong.
But I like the fact that he can do it.
Don't get me wrong. He's getting the job done, which is good.
Exactly. That's all you need to do.
But what happens scoring beautiful goals, man?
Yeah, but it's a team like Manchester City. It's like they don't have beautiful football anyway.
Have you seen Gvardiol? The goals he scores outside the box.
Yeah, but
I want to see Haaland just get it, bang. And you just feel you feel the net ripple. It's like, oh my word, he almost blew the net off. He's strong enough to do it. Freaking do it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, he's got strength, he's got power, he can do it. But if he doesn't,
he's never shown that he can though. That's my issue. It's like he's shown he's a poacher in the box, which is a great thing to have. And as you can tell, I'm an Arsenal supporter. If we had him, I'd be very happy because he would be better than anything we've got. But at the same time, when you look at strikers of old, he doesn't compete with them.
Like, well, never mind. I agree with you. I just wanted to bring some examples, but I can think about.
But aesthetically,
anybody,
Suarez, even freaking Daniel Sturridge was scoring better goals than Haaland has. Let's be real. If you see some of Daniel Sturridge's goals, they're phenomenal goals.
Yeah, but he's not.
Obviously, not to the consistency.
Exactly.
No. But if you look at that, Haaland's broke the goal scoring record, so nobody's been up to his consistency. But for me, I think football is about the entertainment.
Last time? When was the last time that he actually scored? Was it like 3 games ago?
What, Haaland?
Yeah.
He scored in this match.
No, before this match.
I think it was a couple of games ago, something like that.
Yeah, so he's not being as consistent.
Oh yeah, he's not been as consistent. But
well, Manchester City has been struggling anyway. So
exactly, because they've got no Rodri, so they can't control the tempo as well in midfield. But since KDB's back, he'll get more assists. So he'll score more, but they'll still be open at the back. Because look at the centre backs which they had for this match, Man City. It was terrible. They had Walker.
Who's this guy? Simpson. I've actually never seen this guy in my life.
Yeah, he's a City Academy player because they're in the Spurs match which they lost.
Yeah.
Akanji, Ake, and John Stones all got
injured. Yeah.
So they're having to play him. So that's why they're so open, because they're playing academy boys there.
Yeah, but both Akanji and Ake were on the bench anyway.
Yeah, but they didn't play a minute. If Brighton are running rampant like that and they're fit, you're playing them. He's put them on the bench to try and make it look as if, it's not too bad. I guarantee it.
Yeah. Anyway, Man City, hopefully you can get everything sorted, because
I don't hope that. Why are you hoping that?
Just to wind you up.
Fair play. But I know for me, I look at it and I just think City are really struggling. And for me, as long as City struggle, even if Arsenal are struggling at the same time, we have a chance.
Are you being deluded but not self-aware right now? Because looking at the table right now, Arsenal is 9 points behind Liverpool.
Yeah.
It's 9 points. And it's a lot of points.
What I think is, my delusion is the fact that I would be saying what you're saying to the Liverpool supporters if the roles were reversed. But in reality...
but if even with Inter Milan, if we were 9 points behind, I will start... My hopes will start fading away.
Yeah, but the team to beat is Man City. So this is the same as if in City...
Not Chelsea.
No.
Why wouldn't you count Chelsea in the run now? Look
at the teams they're playing and the quality of play which they have. But hear me out here. So my point is, remember when Juventus were dominant and they won every year, basically, Serie A for ages?
Yeah, I remember it very, very well. Yeah. And I don't want to remember it again.
So let's say, Giorgio, it's coming up to Christmas time. Atalanta at the time were a good team in Italy. They're top of the league. You're competing. You're fourth. You're how many points? 5 points off City.
Yeah.
You're 5 points off Juventus. What team are you trying to catch up with, Atalanta or Juventus? You know Juventus are the ones who are going to win the league. And it's the same for Liverpool. If City are there, that's the team which they're looking to beat. That's the team we're looking to beat. Realistically,
yeah, but
if you beat City, you have a 90% chance you're going to win the league. If you finish above City. It's like a slim chance that another team finishes above you too. So that's what you've got to look at, and that's what I'm looking at. Because I think, we'll get to Liverpool, but I think City are, and you have to say, regardless of anything going on, they're always going to be the favourites. Because we've seen year after year them going on a mad run and just winning all the matches. This season, I think, is a bit different because injury to Rodri. They're getting centre-back injuries, all this sort of stuff. And they've got next match is Tottenham.
Yeah, but
that's their bogey team. That is their bogey team. 100%. And if they lose that match, I'll be buzzing. Thank you, Tottenham. But it's...
Well, it's the first time they actually support Tottenham.
No, I don't support them.
Yeah, in that match. You support them for winning.
Every time these past few seasons that Spurs have played City, I've wanted them to win. Because what are Spurs fighting for?
So you're supporting?
No. There's a very big difference.
You're supporting Tottenham.
No, don't even try that.
You're supporting Tottenham.
Says you. You don't even know about rivalry. AC Milan, they're our cousin.
No, I know about rivalry because nobody likes Juventus. That's our rivalry. Like, easy as that.
No.
I hate Juventus.
But for this match, I really want to give the round of applause. I know who I want.
The newbie, what's his name?
Oh, where is he? He got subbed on. I know it's O'Reilly with the winner. I thought when he came on, he made a huge impact.
Can I actually check what his foot is? Play your profile. Let's see. Left foot. Okay.
But he did take the first touch with his right. So either way, he did a really good job. Obviously, he came on. He changed the match a little bit because he came on, and I think from the moment he came on, we keep on clicking off of it, man.
It's you.
He's fanning about. It's not me. You just had it. So 57th minute. Yeah. So the goals both happened after he came on. He was the difference maker. He came on. He put energy into midfield, kept up the pressure, and he managed to score the winner, which on your first Premier League start is a great thing to do. Let's be real. So well done to him. I think he deserves a round of applause, even though the entire team did well. But next,
Liverpool, Aston Villa. I really did hope that Aston Villa would win because they were on a great run in this season.
Is this another example of another example of Aston Villa after playing in Champions League not being able to get it up? Do they need a bit of a blue pill to get it up?
Okay, Daniel. Yes.
Who was right?
Nobody. It was expected.
I've been saying this.
Yeah, I know you've been saying it, but loads of people.
I think they still do this. I think they...
No, I said I hope they do it. Which is different saying I think they'll do it.
Okay. But obviously I did want Villa to win, of course, because Liverpool are still a hurdle. I just think Man City are the main one if you're looking at it for my club. So my reason behind this for Liverpool is obviously Núñez scored and then Salah scored in the end to just seal the Dubsky, right? My thing with Liverpool is if you've been watching the podcast, you know I'm a big fan of Arne Slot. I think he's doing really well. I think he's a good manager, isn't he?
Yeah. I don't have anything against it. It's just the same thing. So
100%. But my point is, I think Liverpool will not have the stamina in this race. This is not a sprint. It's a cross-country, long-distance race. They're a Daniel Little in this scenario. They're a me.
Are you a cross-country runner?
No. They can run quick for maybe 100 metres, and then they're screwed.
You're talking about yourself as Liverpool.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's one of those. I think they will struggle because last season they did. And what's the difference between this season and last season? The issue with them, it wasn't just, we got close and everything. It was, they just completely bottled it in the end.
You are very close to a Liverpool supporter, your brother.
Yeah.
Have you spoken to him about this? And what are his reactions?
He would completely disagree with me, probably.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to bring it up.
Obviously, as a Liverpool supporter, what you think is like, hey, yeah, but we've got experienced heads in there. You got Virgil van Dijk, you got Mo Salah, you got players who have won the Premier League, and Trent Alexander-Arnold, stuff like that. But in my opinion, a lot of people say is City have gotten worse. This team's got worse. This team's got worse. No, this season is good because it's competitive. Other teams have just gotten better. Bournemouth is a good team. They beat City.
They've been a good team for a couple of seasons anyway.
No, but before that, they didn't have a sniff against an Arsenal or a City. You know what I mean? They didn't. Last season they didn't.
Did not Arsenal not lose against Bournemouth last season?
I don't think so.
I remember them losing against one of these. It's either Bournemouth or Brentford.
I think it was Brentford. We lost against them.
Okay, and again, Brentford is one of these.
But we didn't win the league because of that. That's my point. It was like these fine margins, and it was like you had to beat these teams because these teams were just not on the same level. Whereas now you look at it and you say these teams, anyone could beat anybody, and that's exciting. That's why. That's what you watch.
That's why Arsenal is going to win the league.
No. That's what you watch football for. It is. If you go into a match and you say, "Oh, I know he's going to win," I'm bored. Oh, okay.
That's why we don't watch the
Unless
Saudi
Arsenal
league.
Going to win, then I'm interested.
Oh yeah, of course.
But let's be real. You go into every match and there's that excitement there, and you enjoy it. It's so much better, and that's what we've seen this season. But I think Liverpool won't keep it up personally, and you're completely entitled to say that I'm wrong or whatever. But
I think they might. We'll give them until Christmas.
No.
Yes.
I give them after Christmas.
No. I'm saying. Okay, no. We're saying the same thing.
There's two different periods, right? Which I think we'll be able to debate. So they just went through like their difficult spell. So can you pass me? Thank you. So they just went through their difficult spell. They're about to come to the end of it, I believe. So their next match is against Southampton. My question. So
they're going to win it if they bottle it.
They should. But my point is, so the next match is Southampton. Then they've got Real Madrid. Then they've got City. Then it's Newcastle. Then Everton. So my point is,
they've got 3 difficult matches.
Maybe after that Newcastle match, then we'll see. Maybe even after the Everton one, maybe it'll be Fulham. So it's actually just before Christmas. So that's when I think we'll find out.
That's what I've said.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't think it was that far in. I thought it was a bit later on. That's one of the periods which I think will test them, because think about it. These more difficult matches, which they're easy to get up for in the morning. Oh, it's El Clasico. Let's watch it. You know what I mean? Or is it going to be, soak away, let's go? You know what I mean? I know which one I'm getting up for. El Clasico. You know what I mean? It's the bigger games attract you, and as a player, it's the exact same thing. So if you have so many of them, it does take a mental drain on you after that, because like, how am I going to get up for freaking Southampton? How am I going to get up for Fulham? And those are slip points. However, then later on they go through another difficult spell, because they face City, Newcastle, Villa, and then Everton all over again. And then even at the end of the season, they've got a run of Tottenham, Chelsea, Arsenal, Brighton, and last game of the season, which might be very difficult for them, Crystal Palace. Because if Palace are fighting to stay up, they're not going to walk all over them. You know what I mean?
Oh, let's hope then that Crystal Palace is fighting to stay up.
But it's one of those. Liverpool do have difficult fixtures left, and so do Man City. That's why I've looked at all the fixtures. Because this was, I looked at all the fixtures.
It's called OCD.
No, it's not. It's called coping.
Coping mechanism.
I need to cope. This was after Arsenal lost to Bournemouth. And I was like, crap, we're out of the league race because City are going to win and they're not going to lose or anything like that. And then I looked at all the fixtures of the other teams and I was like, well, actually, they've got difficult fixtures coming up. There's a chance. 1 in a million. And then I was sad. And then, obviously, as I mentioned in the other podcast, I saw the notifications pop up and the hope was restored. Oh.
And they lost again. But who are we giving the round of applause for this match?
You know what?
Because Darwin Núñez scored again.
I was actually going to say, you know what? He doesn't score often. Is he? I know there's other players who definitely played better.
The great minds think alike.
But it's true. Darwizzy, mate. You don't score often. You score the weirdest goals I've ever seen. And he always makes it as difficult as possible for himself. He doesn't like to make it easy.
How much did it cost?
80 mil.
Wow. Down the drain.
Darwizzy scores again. Unlike Kai Havertz.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I've come to talk with you again. All right, Man United.
Leicester.
If you're a United fan and you've got your Todger up and you're making a little camping tent, right? Calm down. Get a cold spoon. Put
it's
it right
Leicester,
on there,
guys. It's only Leicester.
It's literally, this is Leicester. This is what should be happening. It's expected. If you guys are thinking, well, but under Ruud van Nistelrooy, we didn't lose a match.
Yeah, who did you play against?
Let's pull it up right now. Because here, we do not fanny about, do we? We don't wiggle around and go, "Ooh, what's happening?" No, shut up, mate. We're doing it our way. So, you played against Leicester. Yeah, you have to be winning that match. You played against PAOK. I think they're a Greek team, and you won 2-0.
PAOK.
Yeah. So, okay, yeah, that's expected from you, Man United. That's expected from you. You drew against Chelsea. Well done. That's a decent performance. However, when you watch that match, Chelsea were woeful. You should have taken it by the throat and won that match.
And you didn't.
Exactly.
Shame on you.
And then in the EFL Cup, you played against Leicester and beat them 5-2. Again, 3-goal difference. It's expected, mate. These matches are what you should be doing in the circumstances. Chelsea's the only standout match there, and you drew.
Nothing else to say, to be honest.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Ruud van Nistelrooy. I feel sad for him that he just look completely leaving.
Nah,
But I don't think it's fair on him. Like, he actually had the balls to say, look, I am going to manage this team for, only 4 matches.
Disagree.
But
I'll let you finish talking first. And then
I was just going to say, like, it's not fair on him. He could have been, like, the second again for managing. But
the reason why I think is when you look at how Man United play, they still play the exact same as they did under Ten Hag. And
yeah, but he didn't give him time to change
you don't expect
anything.
That to change overnight, but you expect to see differences. There's 0 differences. When you come in as a caretaker manager, if you want that job, if you're getting on your knees for that job, you need to prove that you're made of metal. And what he did is he came in and he was just like, well, it's the same as before. Why on earth would they hire him as the full-time manager? And then they didn't keep him on. Yeah, you can say that's unfortunate. But if you're a Man United supporter, you should be happy. Because that shows Ruben Amorim is coming in and he's willing to stamp his stuff on it. He's like, who's this guy? I know he's a good footballer, mate, but get it. You know what I mean? Because as long as Ruud van Nistelrooy is there, you've got pressure. Because it's, if he goes, just give it Ruud van Nistelrooy for a couple of games. He went on an unbeaten run. Just give it him until the end of the season. You know what I mean? We'll find somebody else. That's what it would become. So he's taken pressure away from himself by doing that. It's a very good job for him.
Well done. Then I guess I don't know.
But
I
will Ruben Amorim make a difference? In my opinion,
I hope so.
No, I hope not. Nah, they're going to finish around 10th. They'll do a bit better.
It would be good for the actual manager to do that.
Yeah,
just to prove himself. Like, he's done amazingly with.
It'd be great for him, but
yeah, I don't care about Man United. I just care about.
I was actually speaking about this the other day. The issues.
To me,
no. The issues. You got offended there. I could see it in his eyes.
Yeah, of course. You daring to talk about football with somebody else.
But Man United's issues started and began because of Sir Alex Ferguson.
When he left?
Nope.
Or when he was still there?
Because of what he did when he was there. He ran the club fully, which then means that there's no structure in place. So when he leaves, so think about it, right? If you're
then it wasn't his fault, was it?
No. If you're in a place of work, right, and you come into a job, and the managers, so your manager and their manager aren't doing anything, so you do both of those managers above you's job. Then when you leave, they're going to hire someone at your level. So then if they hire someone at your level, they don't expect them to do those other 2 jobs, but they're not being done. So then what does that happen? They come down to this person and say, why is this not being done? Why is that not being done? I don't know, mate. I'm just doing my job. And then you get pressure and you get sacked because it's like, you're doing crap.
When did he actually leave? Did he leave like... Has it been 10 years now?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah, I think it was like 2011, 2012, something like that.
Wow. I remember it. It's crazy.
Yeah, they had some good players then when he left too, but it's one of those. It started with him. Obviously, he was winning trophies left, right, and centre. So a lot of Man United fans might not necessarily agree with me, but I think it's a very valid point.
If you support your point and you say that it's valid, then it's your point.
I know, but I genuinely think it makes sense because if you go into like a place of work and you're doing everyone else's job for them, and you get sacked and they bring somebody else in, that pressure's going to be on that person now if things aren't going well at that workplace.
Yeah, makes sense. But again, I think it's been a build up because if people were around him as a manager, they should have learned the job around. Even if he was doing everything, that's how things are normally.
I think because of Sir Alex Ferguson, I'm not saying that it's his fault that there's no structure there. What I'm saying is it's his fault now that there's that pressure in 4 United managers, because he was papering over the gaps. He was doing the job of 3 people, and then they just hire someone who can do the job of 1. The ship ain't going to float. That's my point. But what do you think about the Man United ownership reportedly going to cut the Man United Disabled Supporters Association?
It's a disgrace.
I think it's disgusting. Yeah, genuinely.
Oh, we said it together. Zing.
Zingy bingy. We weren't instinct for that one. But no. It's one of those. I just think it's disgusting because the supporters are the lifeblood of your club. They're cutting things here, left, right, and centre. They're asking Man City, "Oh, can we jump on the same plane as you?"
We spoke about this last.
That in itself is embarrassing. This isn't embarrassing. It's disgusting.
It's embarrassing as well, but completely disagree with how they are managing everything.
Yeah, they're trying to cut corners in all the wrong places. If you want to cut corners, get rid of some of those stars in your squad. Sell Bruno Fernandes. Sell Marcus Rashford. If you want to save money, do that.
I don't know.
They won't do it, but
that's
what they should do. If you're really trying to save money, that's what you do. But they're a bunch of clowns. Anyway.
Well, we're giving the round of applause. We got to give it to somebody. Garnacho, maybe?
No.
Fernandes was the player of the match, and you don't like him.
Let's give it to Ruud van Nistelrooy. His time at Man United came to an end.
Okay, cool.
He's got no full-time job anymore. We'll see you at the job centre.
I love how you say, "Oh yeah, he doesn't have a full-time job anymore." Mate, he's got bank anyway. Like he can be unemployed for 10 years.
There's
and
that
still
picture
have
of him in blackface. It's all right. Did you not see that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, good. Next match. Newcastle. Nottingham Forest. So, this match. Well done, Newcastle, for the result. But
Zing.
I don't know why we're saying zinc.
Zing.
Oh.
Zing.
I can tell. I don't know why we're saying zing, but zing.
I don't know. It just came to my mind. You know what it is from? I think it's from like Frozen, the cartoon. That's what I watch with my wife at home.
You mean that's all she'll let you watch?
I'll happily watch any film, and you know me. But that's a different discussion.
That's a very different
when we start a podcast about films, then yeah, you know how
I'll
opinionated
I'll be the uneducated one there.
You know how opinionated I am.
Of course.
What's your favourite film?
Difficult. Very difficult.
Top 3.
I think. What's it called? Taste of Cherry has to be in the top 3 for me.
Good film.
I'll put Dark Knight in there.
Okay.
And then I think my favourite film would have to be. Not my favourite film, but in the top 3, no particular order. I'm trying to think. I don't know.
That was a long pause. But yeah.
It's difficult. But why are we talking about this in the football podcast?
I don't know. I just wanted to know your top 3 films.
Anyway, next match. Newcastle, Nottingham Forest. So, Newcastle, well done for the result. Well done. However. Zing! But, however, the way I look at it is, there's only so much you can go with letting the other team score first or being dominant first. I understand their away games, which I'm talking about, but they're letting the opposition have very good opportunities, and then once they score, they're starting to come back into the match.
Forest has been playing really amazingly, and we just didn't expect it to be like that, to be honest.
Well, it's one of those. in my opinion, it's expected. Forest were a team fighting that relegation, and then they were up in third. It's not going to last forever.
They're fifth, aren't they?
They were.
They are.
They are fifth now, but they were third.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying now they are fifth.
It's a bumpy road. That's what I'm going to say. It's a bumpy road. It's okay.
But I think that they could challenge for Europe this season.
I don't think they'll get it, but they will challenge, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying challenging.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, it's one of those, Forest have shown that they're a really good team, really well managed. And if anything, right, any Nottingham Forest fans out there listening, I'd be praying that you don't get Europe. Because my question for you would be, do you have the squad to compete in Europe and the Premier League?
Well, if they don't, it's better for Derby supporters.
No. We've seen teams get relegated with stuff like that. Look at
Did you hear what I said?
I know you said Derby supporters, but it's a risky one. It's a risky one. So, I mean, if I'm a Forest fan, I'm on my knees praying that, hey, we'll get close to it, but I wouldn't want it necessarily. Because you don't want to get embarrassed in Europe or in the Premier League, and you don't want to get relegated. Definitely not.
But they just go to Europe matches thinking that they're going to lose so that they can
that's actually a good one. Any Forest fans, let us know what you'd rather do. Would you rather be in Europe for a season be in Europe for a season and relegated, or not in Europe and stay in the Prem? That's a very good one, because for a lot of fans, that's
a question that can be asked to anybody, to any team.
But let's be real.
Arsenal is a good team.
No. But my point is, it's like when you look at the higher end tables, like the Big Six, none of them would take it. So maybe for excluding Big Six, would you take it? If you're a non-Big Six supporter, it's a very interesting question, because obviously I'm not, so I wouldn't understand. But it very much so is potentially a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity going to Europe with your team.
They've won 2 Champions Leagues.
I know Forest have, but how long ago was that?
Yeah, but they still did.
Were these supporters alive? Probably
Maybe.
Not. Probably not.
Some of them have.
No, but my point is, most of them won't be. So is that something which they'd be looking to? Is that something which they wouldn't be? It's a question for them. I don't know the answer. I'm putting it out there.
Okay.
But well done, Forest, for keeping up so far. But
yeah, wow. But Newcastle.
Wow.
Newcastle
well
really good.
That Joe Linton goal. And that celebration, I would hate it if it was against Arsenal, right? But I love it when someone just has like the absolute huge ball, just looks around just like,
who else?
And then you can tell he was like, crap, I don't want to do a Mario Balotelli and not celebrate that my greatest goal, and then just ran off.
I love Mario Balotelli. Just
of course.
My gosh, I'm so happy that he's back in the Serie A. He's such a crackhead, getting 2 yellow cards in the 2 matches that he's played.
That's why it's not 2 reds.
Yeah, it's really close.
It's not
to
even
getting
possible. It's not even possible because you get suspended for the next match. But
yeah,
Mario Balotelli could do it.
You get suspended and then you get another red card.
No, Mario Balotelli. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets suspended 1 match, manages to play the next match, and still gets another red.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Zing. Bing. It's either sing or bing. Don't get things mixed up here. Amazing game from Newcastle. Well done, guys.
Yeah, Joe Linton, what a finish. And he had a couple of chances like that Trivella.
Woo!
I remember watching that and I thought, oh my word, if he scores a Trivella like that far out, he curls it top corner.
Hey, what?
Trivella.
Say it again.
Trivella.
Trivella.
It's not Italian.
It's Portuguese. Trivella.
I know, but you're not Portuguese, are you? You're saying an Italian accent. Trivella.
I speak Portuguese.
Yeah, but you're going Trivella. You know what I mean?
No, that is Italian. Trivella is Portuguese.
And I'm from up north. Trivella, gangster. But yeah, he's shown he really is Brazilian. You know what I mean? He's shown his passport in these matches recently. So fair play to him, and I think he deserves a round of applause.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
We got Tottenham, Ipswich.
Yes.
I'm really happy for Ipswich winning.
I needed this.
2.
I needed it. Thank you. Tottenham Hotspur, you are the gift that keeps on giving when it comes to hate watching, and just when my team doesn't do well, and I just look at them and I'm like, at least I'm not Tottenham, and it makes me so happy on the inside. Thank you.
Well done, Ipswich. Well
done. First win of the season at 3 Point Lane. Wow.
Yeah, not really good. Really well played. And, I mean, winning against Tottenham, Tottenham is not...
They're up and
the
down,
biggest
but
team,
it's still their first win of the season. They're playing away.
The first win in the Premier League in 20 years or whatever.
Oh, I love it.
Well done, guys. And what's the name of the player?
Liam Delap.
Yeah, so Daniel is saying that he is going to be in a big club at some point.
A bigger club. I think he's going to move to maybe a mid-table club. I think Brentford, potentially.
I was going to say Bournemouth.
No, Bournemouth just signed Evan Nielsen from Porto as their new striker to replace Solanke. So they won't sign him. Because they've already spent the money. No, they won't. Unless if Semenyo goes, and then they might use him to replace Semenyo. But I'd be surprised. I think he'll go to like a Brentford or someone like that. And he'll
Crystal Palace.
If they stay up. But I could see it because clearly like...
Man United.
No, he's a City boy. You came from City Academy, innit?
Yeah, I know, but still.
He's not going United. United will be... this is exactly what United are going to do in the summer, in my opinion.
Okay, let's hear it from the prophet, Daniel Little.
The crystal ball, it's speaking to me. Ooh. Okay, what it's telling me is, Man United are going to go out in the transfer market.
Speak to me.
They're going to try to sign Victor Gyökeres.
Who?
Victor Gyökeres. But are they going to sign him?
No.
Hell no. There's no chance they're signing him. I'm sorry. City are interested. Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, all Champions League teams.
And then you know who's going to sign him? Real Madrid.
I don't think Real Madrid.
No, they won.
With Mbappe there.
They've got Mbappe. They've got Rodri.
And I don't think Barcelona would either because they don't have the money. But Victor Gyökeres is going to make a move to a big club, and he's going to go to one of their huge, like not
Inter Milan,
club, but a club that is competing.
Inter Milan.
Why?
Why not?
Lautaro Martinez, number 1. Marcus Thuram, number 2. Why the hell would he go there? He doesn't fit in with your system. Lautaro was I'm the number 9. You know what I mean? He's the goal scorer.
Oh, what a great number 9 we have.
Whereas Marcus Thuram, he's more of the support boy. You know what I mean? He's the guy who's like, I'll pick up the pencil for you, sir. You know what I mean? Like, he's alright with getting played with a little bit. Yeah,
Thuram is playing more goals than scoring more goals than Lautaro at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment, but you can take your turns a bit, but you know who's the main man there and who's not. Victor Gyökeres, wherever he goes, he is becoming the main man. He is going to be... And he's that guy. He is. He's so good. And I've been talking about him for so long to people. And
not really, but yeah, let's...
I was speaking about him towards the end of last season.
Okay.
That's almost half a year that I've been speaking about him. So
it's not really long. It's not really that long.
6 months isn't a long time.
No.
Hold the squat for 6 months. Shut up, man. Get out of here. So so my point is, right, I've been talking about this player, and it just feels good that I'm feeling very justified because obviously he scored the hat trick against City and he's looking like a hot commodity. My main thing is, Man United fans, just because you're getting the same manager doesn't mean he's going to do a Ten Hag and just say, okay, let's sign every player I've ever managed at Sporting. No, you don't want that. It's so dumb. But we're not talking about Man United because they're a bunch of idiots. So let's carry on talking about this match. Obviously, we saw a couple of chances missed by Big Dom Solanke.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about him. Maybe he was like one off. You know, it can happen.
He keeps on missing a lot of chances, though.
He scored a few goals in the past matches.
He has been scoring too, but my question is, yet again, is he really the Harry Kane replacement in that team?
No.
Especially when Son's not
he's
firing like
not.
he used to.
He's not. He's a completely different player, but still. Maybe he's got one off and he's still got lots to learn.
But my question is, where are the goals going to come from?
I don't know. I was going to say Son, but he's too old.
Exactly.
Now.
Son is struggling. Kane's gone. You bring in Dom Solanke, who's a good player. He's obviously never going to be on the level of Kane, in my opinion. But you've got to put in players in different positions who are going to share the goals around. And in my opinion, you've got Kulusevski, who goes in hot flashes. Brennan Johnson, who's only had one sustained period of playing well, and he's already kind of patted out a little bit. Son, who's old and can't keep it up. You know what I mean? He needs a blue pill too. You know,
fair, but
And then you got Dom Solanke, who's missing opportunities and stuff like that. The ball comes to him clean in the box, and he hits it up into his own hand.
Give him a couple of more matches, I guess. I don't know.
It's one of those. It's going to be interesting, regardless, to see what ends up happening with Dom Solanke, because I think Spurs will fall down to that mid-table mediocrity again for a while. Europa League, Europa Conference League squad. I think that's what they'll be for a while. I could be wrong. I hope I'm right. Zing!
Who are we giving the round of applause, actually?
Liam Delap, there's only one player.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Because he's been scoring goals.
To be honest, his goal wasn't even that good.
No, but
he's been consistent. That's what I'm saying.
He's been consistent scoring goals, even when they're losing. It's like, you'll be like, at least they scored a goal, and it'll be him every time. It's like, who else? Who else? That's what I'm saying, man. It's just like, he's shown himself to be a decent player and everything, and obviously he's got them their first win.
Yeah. Last match, Chelsea-Arsenal. I was expecting a draw. Completely honest, Chelsea's playing really well. Arsenal is struggling.
I was expecting, what else? I was expecting a draw, but then when I saw the starting 11, I was like, we are cooking. Because I saw...
But you're not cooking.
I saw Ødegaard back, and I saw Ben White playing right back, and I thought, wow, we've got a midfield again. You know what I mean? We don't have to play Thomas Partey at right back. We've got Yuri and Timber left back. We've got a solid team, because you look at our starting 11, right? Timber, Gabriel, Saliba, White. Obviously, you've got Raya in there. You got Partey, Rice, and Ødegaard in middle, and then up top you got Martinelli, Havertz, Saka, and I was like, let's go. This is going to be good. It's going to be tasty. And it's going to be a long one for you Chelsea supporters.
I mean, first really good goal. And I was actually really surprised that Martinelli scored. I was like, oh, my boy, he's back. And then...
No, he's been scoring occasionally, but the issue with Martinelli is, right...
Yeah, I'm not saying that he's back completely. I'm just saying, like, oh, he scored a goal. Nice.
It's a surprise. He scored in the last match, I'm pretty sure.
This one?
And the last one before that?
No, he hasn't.
Check. But my point with Martinelli is, he's scoring an occasional goal here and there, but it's just, I look at him and I just think, I'm not being funny, mate, but you need to contribute more during the match. That's where...
He hasn't, because Newcastle...
what was the match before that?
They lost against Newcastle. Liverpool.
It was before that, yeah. It was a Liverpool match when he scored.
Bournemouth, they lost.
I know, but I just said in one of the matches. I'm not saying he's scoring.
Against Southampton.
Yeah, I was talking about the Liverpool one. Shush. But my point is with Martinelli is he does need to step up his performances, in all honesty. In that match, the main issue we had was, and I'm quite happy about this, Ben White now has just had knee surgery. It's been confirmed.
Yeah, I saw it.
So it's not him playing poorly. It's just he is running through a brick wall for the team, and when he needs surgery on his knees, playing 90 minutes of football. Well, how long did he stand for? Sorry. Yeah, he played full 90. Like, yeah, he got cooked in that match, right, by Neto. I'll be real with you, but this man needs a knee surgery. And he's playing against Pedro.
Well, he's getting one.
No, he's had it. He's just had it.
Oh, I thought that it was like tomorrow.
No, he's already had it. He's expected back soon. Well, hopefully by New Year is what they're saying. But literally, in that match, he's playing and he needs surgery on his knee. And he's playing at Premier League level. That's really good. That's impressive, if you ask me. Of course, it's a big issue, though, that we're not doing too well. But I think with Arsenal, if you're educated in football, I'll put it this way, you'll understand when you look at the Arsenal squad and the injuries we've had, we have not been playing a solid back four who haven't been injured. Timber only just came back. Ben White came back and is still injured and playing that match. If not, we have Thomas Partey playing at right back, with Marino playing in midfield, who Marino's has been in and out of injured. Ødegaard's been injured for 6 weeks. Saka's been in and out injured. Martinelli's been injured this season. Rice has been injured this season too, and is injured currently. So you're looking at it, and we've been struggling so much with injuries. And to look at where we are in the table for those injuries is not that bad at all when you look at it. Because in my opinion, obviously I've mentioned, I think City are the ones to beat. And what? Where
they've had more goals than Arsenal.
We're 5 points off being above City. We're 5 points off.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. When you look at the start of the season, the main thing carrying us because of that Ødegaard injury was our defence. And then all of our defenders started getting injured. And that's the situation. That's the issue we're going through. I understand Gabriel and Saliba are playing like the matches still, but it's not them two. It's the wings. Like, that's a lot of the issue. Thomas Partey playing at right back. We're having to play Zinchenko against Liverpool. You know what I mean? Like, or playing Zinchenko against like Newcastle. And it's just, it's not good enough. And we need other players to be fit. But those players hopefully will be back soon. Because when you look at the injury list for Arsenal at the moment...
I want Calafiori back, please.
Calafiori's meant to be back late November, so he should be back soon. And then obviously you got Tomiyasu, who should be back late November also. So that's the hope. And then a lot of people say it's, but we look at the injury list, there's nobody like super injured there. Yeah, because people are playing through injury. Like, people are still playing matches because they have to. They're on the bench. They're coming on there, hobbling around. Zinchenko's just came back from injury. You know what I mean? Obviously, Jesus came back from injury. Like, we're going through a very difficult period because of that. And people don't understand that, because for a lot of teams, when someone's injured, they just don't play at all. Whereas for us, a lot of the players will play. They don't mind it. They will do it. They'll sacrifice potentially the last stage of their career for right here, right now, because they know history could be made at this football club this season.
Right here, right now.
Literally, that's the vibe. Right here, right now. But with Chelsea, well done to them for getting that draw.
I hate Cucurella, yeah. Sorry, I just had to say it.
Chelsea fans who came into it saying that they were going to win, giving it all the big lips, celebrating a draw. This is what I keep on seeing with Arsenal. A lot of teams coming in saying, we'll beat you. I reckon we'll win. And then giving it the big one when they draw. And I'm like, sorry, what? Like, you can't be giving it the big one if you said you were going to win, because you underperformed based off your own expectations. But I think they played all right and everything. It was very annoying them getting that last minute winner. So annoying Havertz was so close to being onside. But the big positive from this match for an Arsenal supporter is Martin Ødegaard. He's been out for 6 weeks.
And he's
back. What player do you know who's out for 6 weeks and can play like that?
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't come to mind.
No.
Someone who comes on, pressing, winning the ball back, dribbling, getting opportunities for people. What a player. I love that man. And
I know you do. I know
a lot of people give the man of the match to Pedro Neto, but I would like to give the round of applause for Martin Ødegaard.
I'll give it to Pedro Neto.
Okay. Martin Ødegaard. Yeah, I'll let you do Pedro Neto first, and I'll do Martin Ødegaard. Boo. Alright, Martin Ødegaard. Yeah!
Boo. No, I'm not going to say boo to Martin Ødegaard, but...
Then say, I apologise, Martin Ødegaard. Look at the camera.
No, it's alright. Last point before we close.
Breaking news that came through this week. I'm sure everyone who knows anything about football is aware of it.
Oh my gosh. So before we start talking about that, I thought it was a ChatGPT thing. You know, because an AI video, because I thought his lips were moving very weirdly, but then you look it up again and I was like, oh crap, this is real.
Yeah. So we're talking about Premier League official referee David Coote. A video got leaked of him. This first video was during lockdown, and he's essentially saying Liverpool are crap, but with more expletive language, and he calls Jurgen Klopp a "see you next Tuesday," if you know what that means. If not, just search up the video and you'll find out what he says. But that, in my opinion, is extremely unprofessional, and I think a lot of people say the same thing. It's in any line
extremely
of work.
Unprofessional is a what's it called? Conflict of interest.
Well, it's one of those. It's, of course, everyone's gonna have opinions about people when you're a referee, right? It's
exactly, that's a conflict of interest. You can't have.
But so my point is, you're gonna have those opinions. You can't help it in a place of work. If someone's a bit arsey with you and a bit lippy, you're gonna be like, oh, I don't like them that much. But the issue is, you can say those opinions behind closed doors. You can't let it cloud your judgment, because you could still say, yeah, I'm professional. Everyone at some point in their life has been in a place of work where there's somebody who they might not like there, right?
Yeah, but you can't allow.
You can still be professional while working, but you can still, right? Let's be real. I worked at KFC in the past, right? There's people there who I remember at one point I didn't like. I would slack them off. But guess what? I'd still work with them well when it came down to time to work, because I can be professional. And it could be.
Can you be professional? I didn't know.
Yes, I can. But it can be that case. However, my issue then lies to, you cannot have it recorded and released.
Exactly.
Because he's there, and face looking into the camera. Oh, yeah. And then he says, that can't go anywhere. That video can't go anywhere. Why are you saying it on camera? You say it to your friends
if I was him, I literally would have just grabbed that phone and deleted the video. If I was him,
it's just it is really, really dumb for him to do. And that video, obviously, in my opinion, means he should not referee in the Premier League again, because it shows that there is a bias.
He's not going to. I guarantee you, he's not going to.
I would not be surprised if they just wait a few weeks, wait for it to blow over, send him to the Championship for a few games, then comes back up.
But you mentioned earlier on, I didn't know about this until you mentioned it, that they released some footage from a VAR room.
No, it wasn't from a VAR room.
What was it?
So, second video that got released, the alleged time was during the Germany Euros, and it was him sniffing a white substance. Let's be real, we all know what it is. It's so known that they keep on calling it white substance. Just say what it is.
Talk.
He's just snorting a line, and this is during the time of Euros. This shows he's very unprofessional. He's breaking the law, right?
Exactly.
He's taking a Class A drug. He is a public figure because this is what referees want to be. They want to be the I'm the belle of the ball. I'm the cool person in the show. No, you're not, mate. And now you've done this. What happens when players do stuff like that? They get called out. They get fines. They get suspensions. But you're a referee.
Should you?
No, but he's a referee. You're gone. You're sacked, mate. You're fired, as Lord Sugar would say. So, in my opinion, he has to be gone.
Trump.
The issue is, this was around the same time that Germany versus Spain happened. In that match, UEFA have since came out and apologised, saying that there actually was a factual handball in the box from Spain, which would have changed the match and probably meant Germany won.
Right, yeah.
It would have meant that Germany went through. And in my opinion, I said this before that Euros match, I said whoever won this match, in my opinion, won the Euros. So it would have been potentially England versus Germany in the final, which would have been a lot more feisty, it would have been a lot more different, and Germany potentially could have won it. However,
or England could have won it.
However, it was David Coote in the VAR booth checking that. And now we found out that at the time of that tournament, he was taking illicit substances which would affect decision-making and perception of things. That is disgusting, disgraceful. And if I am the German FA, I'm filing for a lawsuit as we speak.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'm immediately saying, I want millions. I want millions.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think he's going to go back and referee. He's just going to be... Yeah, I mean, if I was him, I don't know. I don't know.
He might make his way back, but the only reason why I think
he might... How?
Because the PGMOL, they cover up everything, man. If a referee has a poor performance or anything like that, or shows that, oh, you know what? Michael Oliver's the prime example. He gives everything Man City's way. He's never sent off a Man City player, and he's refereed more of them games than anyone else. He's clearly biased towards Man City in some way, shape or form, whether that's him consciously or subconsciously. All that ever happens to any Premier League referee, you get demoted to the Championship for a couple of weeks, and they say, oh, well, he did really well, so he's back up. No, mate.
Yeah, but snorty cocaine and say that, what's his name, Jurgen Klopp is a C-word, it's a bit different.
It is a bit different, but as you'll know, this happens with Premier League footballers all the time. Does anybody mention Kurt Zouma kicking his cat anymore?
Oh, that's a throwback.
Nobody does. Because literally, everyone goes on to the next new big thing which happens.
That is a throwback. I completely forgot about that.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
I am getting trapped into this. Consumism.
Look at Marcus Alonso. He killed somebody. He hit somebody.
I didn't know about this.
He was drunk. He was driving recklessly and killed somebody with his car. He got away with it. This happens in the football world and people get away with it. You think snorting
I think we should stop doing this podcast now just because of all these things.
No, but it's true though. If you think a referee snorting a line of cocaine and doing all this and that and the other, the only chance we have of him being completely kicked out is that the PGMOL will say, well, we're fair. We punish our officials when they do things wrong, and then they can get away with whatever because they say, well, remember what happened with David Coote? We had to let him go, and that'll be the only reason. I'm thinking about right now how these officials speak like you were speaking. Can you imagine in court and they just say, we'll let it go the same way you say it? Yeah, they're a bunch of mongs, man. Honestly, because it's one of those. And my question is, who's releasing all these videos about David Coote? That's my real question.
A lot of hackers.
Because I would not be surprised if people were trying to ransom him with these videos and he just was like, no. And with the level of videos, is there going to be another one? That's my question. They've released 2 already, and these are just dumb videos to be taken. There's no regard or anything like that, or like, oh, maybe I should be careful. I'm doing all these bad things. It's like, oh, mate, I'm doing this. Put the camera on, mate. Put the camera on. Are you dumb?
I don't know.
So that's my point. It's like, you can't have it both ways. If you're going to do it one way, you have to do it the other. So, I'm sorry, David Coop. You have to go. PGMOL has to be a huge internal review, independent board and everything, who come in and just say, okay, we want to see if there's any biases, subconscious or conscious, and then see how we can change that and make it better.
Fairs.
But
yeah.
That's the controversy. Anything like that. If
there's
another
video, yeah.
We'll let you know.
Zing. More zings in the videos.
If you like zings, drop us a big like. If you don't like the zings,
comment.
Also,
zing.
please drop a big like.
Drop a big zing.
Yeah, and
yeah. Thank you again for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends.
If you've got anything which you'd like us to do, football wise, talk any debates, any discussions, drop them in the comments, man.
Yeah,
we'll see what we can do.
Exactly. But have a good week, and we'll see you again next week.
Au revoir.